Thank you for coming. The pleasure is ours. Um, Einstein founder. The founder of Einstein is allowing me to call him Einstein founder because, as someone who speaks only one language, it is much easier for me to pronounce Einstein founder. And so thank you. My name is Kathy Norman, and it is my privilege to co-host this event with our guest, Alex, CEO of 8-Bit. We also have Michael, CEO of Cobalt Lend. We're going to be interviewing John and the founder of EinsteinToken. And we also have Simona, who is a key person in our NOLS team, in the NOLS West team marketing. And myself, I am also from the NOLS West team. And first, we'll do introductions, and then Simona will talk about the results of our Stakeathon, which started on October 11th and ended yesterday, November 7th. And so let's start with introductions. EinsteinToken, would you please begin? Please introduce yourselves, Einstein founder and John.
Okay. Good day, everyone. I'm Mike Frey, and I'm the founder of Einstein Token. And the person that is going to be leading us with this technical presentation is John Verosha. He's actually a team member and also is the vice president of Einstein Token. Mr. John, you can have the floor. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. Nice to be here. I'm John Verusha. I'm part of the team and the vice president of Einstein Token. It's my pleasure to be here.
Okay. All right. Thank you, John. And EinsteinToken is your first name, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, good. I will just I will call you as Mike. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And um, Alex, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. My name is Alex. I am CEO of 8-Bit Token, 8-Bit Infinity Space. We are making perfect infinity cards and trading them on different blockchains. So today I am, I understand, special guest in Crypto Corner. I will ask you some interesting questions, and I hope you will give me some interesting answers. And it will be great Crypto Corner today.
Thank you, Alex. It's always great to have you here. So welcome. And Michael, it's good to see you. Would you introduce yourself, please? Maybe not at this moment. Okay. Simona, would you introduce yourself, please?
Hi guys, I'm Simona from the Knowles marketing team. Yes, as Kathy said, I'm part of the Knowles West team that organizes marketing campaigns such as the Stakeathon as well as giveaways on Twitter. And I'm here today to talk to you about the Stakeathon and yes, talk about the results and when we will reveal the big winners. Yes.
Okay, please proceed, Simona. What can you tell us about the Stakeathon?
Okay, so the Stakeathon period ended on November 7th at 11:59 p.m. UTC. We will randomly pick 50 winners and announce the winners on November 15th in Null's community on Telegram and also on Null's Twitter. So stay tuned if you entered the Stakeathon by staking in one or and in at least one of our SEO projects, and you will see if you are one of the 50 lucky winners. And then 2 weeks ago, I was also joining the Crypto Corner to talk about the Halloween Twitter special that we did for the Stakeathon. There, you users could create a Halloween themed meme and tweet it on Twitter to increase their weight for the Steakathon. We got some really funny and spooky entries, but however, only around 5 memes were created by the community. And we did expect more people to create spooky memes. So here I'm like really interested to getting to know the opinion of our community, and I'm asking you to send me private messages on Telegram if you have any like suggestions on how we can create more Twitter giveaways and like contests that you guys would be interested to join or enter. Here we're really like looking forward for your suggestions. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Simona. And the 2 entries that you've acknowledged here are fantastic. They are, I think, very artistic and took some time and effort, and we really want to acknowledge them for contributing to our Halloween entertainment, and of course they get additional weight, or and the weight translates into a higher probability of winning for
Yes, that's
the
correct.
draw for the Steakathon. So thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, thanks, Simona, for managing and driving a lengthy project. Like a campaign that lasts 28 days means that there's a lot of advertising, a lot of talking, a lot of coordination. Thank you for handling all that.
Yes, thank you, Kathy, for your help also.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And I just want you guys to know that um, what we learned is that there's a total of 347 accounts that staked in our SEO projects for the 28 days of our Stakeathon. So if you assume that each account is equal to a person, then that means that 347 people staked, and for the most part continue to stake ongoingly in our SEO platform. So I think that's pretty cool. And just keep in mind that that's 347 accounts. Some of them will have a higher weight than other accounts. And there are 50 prizes, though. And so your opportunity of winning is pretty high, or at least
Yes,
higher
that's
than
true.
if you play cards in Vegas. That's for sure. Okay, so thanks, Simona. And Simona, I know that it's late at night for you, so please stay with us if you can, or leave to go to sleep, whatever works for you. And thanks again, Simona.
Perfect. Thanks, Kathy.
Okay. And also, I just want to tell you that we have Pedro on the line. So for a few minutes at the end of Crypto Corner, Pedro will talk to us about Nifty Fuse's IDO, which is scheduled for November 22nd. And now let's talk to EinsteinToken. And I just want to start the conversation by telling Mike and John how excited I am that you are here today, because I am inspired by all the SEO projects that we have. I'm inspired by people who have an idea and believe in the idea so much that they step up and make it a key part of their life and a key part of the lives of those in their life. And so, just like all the other SEO projects, I'm inspired by EinsteinToken. But EinsteinToken does something more than inspire me. You fill my heart. And that's because EinsteinToken creates opportunities for scientific ideas to flourish. And I think that's fantastic. And literally, you contribute to the well-being of all the occupants on planet Earth. So thank you in advance to your stand for
Thank you very much.
and for the contributions that you will continue to do for years to come, based on Einstein Token. So, thank you. And I know that Alex is here with some with questions as well. I'd like to just start off with one or two questions. Then I'm going to hand it over to you, Alex, for any questions you might have. But my first question is, um, how does Einstein Token work? Like, what is it that you're going to do to foster new ideas into being, or enable new ideas to become more than just something people talk about over coffee?
All right. First of all, I really appreciate being here. Einstein Token, like you said, which is the background of science. What we decide to create is an enabling environment, which is a social network that brings together scientists around the globe who have innovative ideas and are not probably given a platform to air their ideas. So what
Okay.
Einstein Token tend to achieve is to harness these ideas of scientists around the world, make sure it has a legit background, make sure it has a proven source before we harness it and bring it out to the world, to the limelight for people to see. We have we have made our research and found out that most some projects ends up without being solved even after being discovered under the science field. So what Einstein tend to achieve is to make sure solutions are created for this project through cryptocurrency and blockchain.
That's fantastic. And so, John, part of it is that you do crown for the legitimate ideas. People do crowdsourcing in order to generate financial support for that idea. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. But before crowdfunding can be um, taken into consideration for any idea, like I said, documentations for your idea. Take for instance, you are a scientist with solutions to whatever problems we face generally in the science field and the world at large. You present your document with your ideas, and it goes through proper review on a platform which we are in the process of building a social instant social network. It's go through a review and then um, brought out to the public for crowdfunding for that ideas.
Okay, thank you for that, because really what you're stressing is that one of the real key things that you do is you review the project, or you review the idea. So truly you consider the legitimacy of the idea, and then it
Perfect.
will be available for crowdfunding.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
Now, in your white paper, this is what you say: Einstein Token also provides a community for scientists globally, and it's tagged ESN, which is Einstein's social network. The network brings
Yes.
together scientists around the world, thereby creating a free flow of ideas among scientists via blockchain. Can you speak a little bit
Yeah.
more about that, please?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Uh, you we have, just like I said from the onset, we have problems that are unsolved even after being discovered. Now you can form a team of set up a group on the Einstein social network, brainstorm about this project, these unsolved problems, try to create a solution surrounding it on this network. just like the cryptocurrency space has given us an opportunity to meet other persons, get ideas, learn through blockchains and all of that. Einstein's social network helps to create more environments for ideas to flow.
Okay, very good.
For
And is this something that will run on your platform then?
yes,
The ESN? Okay, so, all right,
yes,
very good,
yes.
very good. Okay, and I think that's great. It's a way to attract scientists to your platform,
Can I add
and
something to it?
as well as ideas. That's fantastic.
Sure.
Kate, Kathy, can I add something to it?
Please.
Okay, this is Mike on the line. Actually, John Verosha, my vice president, has actually said a lot about EXN. Also, it's a platform that actually connects scientists all over the world, ranging from the physical science, biological science, nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, data science. So our major aim, just like you have Facebook that's currently metaverse, we have LinkedIn that is a social network that was able to connect people. Our aim is to connect scientists globally via blockchain. Our major aim, for instance, we're going to be partnering with universities around the globe. Like we'll be reaching out to schools like Harvard, MIT, talk to their lecturers in science and see if we can harness the power of blockchain to solve a lot of underlying issues in the scientific community.
Okay, thank you, Mike. And I got to tell you, I think by using the examples of Facebook and LinkedIn, you it really gives us a good idea of what your intention is with the ESN and the platform that you're creating. And it also um, moves us into the next question that I wanted to ask, and and that is that. So maybe you can also add more detail to this. So in your, I think it was your white paper, you discuss phase one of your roadmap, and it's creating an overarching market strategy, multiple partnerships with influencers forged. And it also includes the establishment of communities' corporate social responsibility, committed to support secondary schools, high schools, technical colleges. Can you speak a little bit about establishment of the community's corporate social responsibility? What do you mean by that?
Okay, thank you for this question. When I talk about corporate social responsibility, our major aim is not just creating a social network for scientists to solve problems. Our major aim also is to reach out to STEM ambassadors, which are the upcoming sciences, which from university level to high school. So we're able to support schools around the world, especially schools that are science science related and science focused STEM. So we'll be supporting them from Africa to Europe to to different parts of the world. So our major aim is to use the power of blockchain to support to support various high schools. So that's our major core social responsibility to make sure that whatsoever we've harnessed from our ESN, from our social network, we're able to use it to solve we're able to use it to solve community high schools issues all over the world.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you, John and Mike. And you know, I want you to know that one of the things that I'm breaking in this conversation is that I try to I try to err on the side of being neutral, but I'm so enrolled in your project. It's very hard to be neutral about it. And I love the idea that you are supporting schools, because not only do you support scientific ideas, but you support schools where these scientific ideas have an opportunity to be created, and definitely the thinkers of these ideas are are uh, are developing their ability to think appropriately or think in a scientific manner. So you're supporting them. So I'm got to tell you, I'm fully enrolled in this, and uh, and before and since and now, Alex, if it's all right, I'd like to turn it over to you, and so you can further this discussion with Einstein Token.
Okay, thank you, Katie. 20 minutes we are listening answers of our guests. It's nice trip to corner today. So I have few questions, guys, and I'd like you to tell more about your project. And first, my question is tell us more about steps that we already faced creating this project from start to today, to present time, because as we can see in your webpage, your history ending in May and listing in September. But what about today and what about your history? Tell more.
Very quickly, from the launch of the project, we've been able to achieve a quite level of we'll be able to have a quite a level of achievement. We've been listed on some exchange, which is Pancake Swap. We had BankSex, and of course with the NavDex. And also, we've been able to grow up our community to some extent, and we've been able to grow up also our holders. More so, we are looking forward to achieving a better and better and better environment as regard the Estin token with our ideas. It might take us a period of time, but we are not gonna give up because we so much believe in the project, and we are here to stay, and the project is gonna move soon.
Okay, thank you. I think we will go to the moon together. I hope this. And I think this bull run and Bitcoin growth will give us more points to grow together. Thank you very much.
Sure.
And my next question, please, is from your roadmap also. Um, as I understand, you and your project is about science, but you have such point as NFT Launchpad. Tell me more about this point because we also my project also about NFT, and I want to know more about your uh, opinion about this technological and what you want to do with this in your project.
If I get you correctly, you want me to explain about the coin itself, right?
Uh, NFT
Okay.
Launchpad.
Pardon?
The NFT launch pad that you mentioned, that you spoke about in phase one of your roadmap.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure. Okay, guys, we listen to you. Tell more about your project. NFT
Okay.
Launchpad also in your roadmap.
Okay. What we try to encompass here is that we try to look into how we create enabling environment like the ESN, and even the ideas we're gonna be taking on the platform. We intend to create more environment surrounding Instant Token, uh, all in line with science, all in line with science, and also Instant Token is open out for um, support from other communities with ideas also, and we just want to achieve great heights. That's it.
Oh, so you looking in the future and trying to make NFT launchpad for better partnerships?
Yep, yep.
It's very clever, guys. It's very clever. Okay, thank you. I have also one question, and it's very interesting that you warning in HCO platform page that crossing out to Binance Smart Chain is capped to 500 uh, Einstein tokens due contract policy. Explain, please, for our community, what does it mean? What blockchain do you support for now, and what is about this warning?
All right. Very quickly. For now, we are on the Binance Smart Chain, and we intend to have a cross chain with Ethereum, um, Null, and Polygon, and as the case may be. But for now, cross, which is a 500 Einstein, is to help mitigate the price. Is to help mitigate the price because the main focus of Einstein is not just to make people rich and then it becomes a thing of the past. But Einstein token is to achieve a greater height. So for price protection, we do not want dumps to come in because we want betterment for the token and protect the interest of all our investors for now. For now, and then in the future the cross becomes higher, higher and higher.
So, as I understand you correct, uh, I should have 500 Einstein tokens to make cross-chain transfer.
Yeah, for now, yes.
Okay.
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 So, for example, if I want to swap make cross-chain swap, for example, 400 tokens, I can't do this for now.
If you want to swap 400 for now, I think the max is the 500, but you can actually swap the 400. But the thing is, we do not want to go higher than that for now.
Okay, I understand you. It's a nice way to make anti-dump. I think
Of
it's a
course.
very interesting idea. I also maybe will discuss it with my team. Thank you for this idea. Katie, I don't have question for now. I will forward you.
Okay. So, Alex and John, I just want to confirm something here, because so if I'm going to if I'm going to cross, if I'm going to transfer EMC2 out of the nulls blockchain, I need a minimum of 500 Einstein tokens or a maximum of 500 Einstein tokens.
A maximum of
Okay,
five.
very good. Okay, thank you. I think we'll just change the message a little bit on your SEO page that we support, which describes your project, so that's a little bit more clearer. Okay, so
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Whatever we
It's
change,
also
though, I'll confirm with you that you're happy with the wording before we change it.
All right,
Okay,
all right, all
thank
right.
you. Okay,
I
all
think
right.
we need to
So,
make more positive.
John and Mike, can you just tell us a little bit about your background? Like how do you have a background in blockchain or a scientific background or or any other background? Can you just tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to um, create Einstein token?
All right. Well, I'm a graduate of industrial chemistry, and I'm a lover of science from birth, and I've always loved science, and I've always wanted to go deep, make some researches about life, and everything that concerns science. Before now, I wanted to be a medical doctor, but at the other hand, I
Uh-huh.
had to change
Uh-huh.
into becoming an industrial chemist because there are some problems that needed to be solved chemically and industrially. So I needed to merge the two together. And in the while I was schooling and all of that, I discovered that the world is changing, is metamorphosing into uh, technology, the blockchain, and we decided that it's not all about making people rich. It's all about solving the problems in the science region, and we sat down to discuss how do we use the trending blockchain to solve science projects. Our founder, Ersten Michael, is a graduate of physics and is a master's holder. And we decided to look into how do we use the blockchain to solve emerging problems in the science uh, field. And after making some researches, we discovered that projects from people with ideas turns out not to be successful because of lack of funds, lack of good funding, lack of good support, and then we took it upon ourselves to create EinsteinToken to help leverage these issues that we are rising or are rising from innovative and um, innovative and ideal sciences.
That's fantastic. Well, as you know, I'm your I am a fan of Einstein Token and so thank you. And so will you and Mike and the rest of your team be full time working for Einstein Token, or is this something that you'll be doing part time? How do you see that working moving forward?
All right. One thing I'm proud to talk about right now is that I um, decided within myself and the team that we're going to be working full time with Einstein Token. First, I dropped my job. I left my job for Einstein Token to make sure this is not about um, part time where you have people you're not there to attend to things, you're not there, but it's gonna be a full-time job for us. It's gonna be a full-time job for us.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. And can you also let us know where is your team? Do you have an international team? Is your team located on one continent or and how did you
No.
find these team members?
Okay. Very quickly. We aren't located in one um, country or one location. It's an international theme where we have people from Asia, we have people from the America, we have people from Africa, and all of that. And one of our programmer, which is anonymous for now, is someone from Asia.
Uh-huh.
Someone from Asia. Um, myself, I'm from Africa.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Africa. So we met on LinkedIn. We met on platform that actually related to science, Facebook, and all of that, and we decided to bring our expertise into work. And I believe I believe with this forum, this platform, we will still inculcate more persons into the team. I believe so, and more
Mhm,
partnership will come in. Thank you.
mhm. Okay, thank you. And how can the members of the Nulls community support you? And I ask that openly because you're creating partnerships and supporting schools around the world, as well as creating and connecting scientists from around the world. So those two functions benefit all of us, and we all have extremely varied backgrounds, starting with going to school. We've all gone to school for some point in time or another. How can what can the Knowles community do to support you?
All right. I love this question. Like I said, this question is very, very interesting because EinsteinToken, like at the point where we are, we are open for partnership, and this partnership, we basically need funding. We need funding for the project to push the project to a level where we can actually smile to an extent that we say, okay, yeah, problems are being solved at this point. These are ideas that needs funding. So these are basic things we know could actually come in and show support to the project. So that's
Okay, so what I hear then is one of the things is that people can stake in your project,
yeah,
which enables them to hold your token, and the more people who hold your token, you could say the more valuable your token is.
yes.
And also, of course, one of the advantages is that the more people who stake in your project, the more earnings you receive from their stakings.
Sure, sure.
Okay, but let me know what else you can. Let us all know what else we can do because we all come from a school, and
All,
and then on top of that, many of us know and contribute to charities that are forwarding the well-being of people on the planet, and those charities always, in some way, come back to schools.
all right,
There's
all
always a
right.
school linked in these things. So, like, don't be, if you have any ideas now, please speak them, but also speak them in the future too.
All right. Apart from the funds, we would love the Null team and every other persons around the project to help make the project known to the world, help us publicize the project, help us bring out people from the science circle into the project. That would be a great um, um, help to the project where we have connectivity between science through publicity from null teams, through publicity from other blockchain CEOs and marketing teams to push the project to a greater level. Honestly, uh, also uh, in a way to assist and help the project is buying into Einstein, which will actually improve the liquidity and push up push us up into the limelight. So that's what we basically need for the project right now.
Okay, so hang on a second. So I do want to back up a second and make sure that people know that I encourage everyone to stake in all our SEO projects, and personally, I want people to know that what I do is I move the nulls that I have dedicated to staking in SEO projects from one project to another. So I will stake in 3 projects for a while, for example, and then I will move my nulls and stake in another 3 projects. So really encourage you to stake in all our projects. And at the same time, what I hear, John, is that we should publicize your prod, like you're looking for opportunities to publicize it. And definitely what we can do is talk to people about your project, because we all know people who are attending a university, or we all know people in the science world. But you
Yeah,
also spoke
exactly.
about, at the end of this, you spoke about something that I didn't quite catch. And you talked about investing in something. Can you just repeat that again for me, please?
All right. I mentioned about buying into Einstein token. You can actually buy
Oh, buy
and
into Einstein token. Okay.
oh,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
you can actually purchase from the pool. You can actually come in and invest and get a share. You can actually become a co-worker. You can actually become a partnered individual in the project too. So that's what I meant.
Fantastic. I suggest that that you add to your website all the ways that we can contribute to your project. Okay.
Uh, all right,
I
noted.
think that would be great, because I do think that people will look for an opportunity to see how they can assist in moving you forward, assist
All
in
right.
moving your initiative forward. So thank you for that. Um,
Thank you very
now,
much.
okay, now we're going to make a quick shift to talk to Pedro for a few minutes. Pedro, are you still on? There you are, Pedro. Pedro, can you just test your mic out and then talk to us about your about Nifty Fuse's IDO scheduled for November 22nd?
Hey everyone, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hello, Pedro.
Okay. Good night. So Nifty Fuse will make the IDO at 22nd November at DAO Starter and at Oxpool. And yeah, basically, and we will launch the platform on the same day. And so we are set to start this month. And yeah, it's that. I will share the link, the Twitter link where we make the announcement.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay, and
Thank you.
that your IDO, does that start at like 1 minute after midnight UTC
10
time?
a.m. 10 a.m. I have the private cell open. If anyone wants to participate, just send me a message.
Okay.
The IDO starts at 10 a.m. UTC time.
Okay.
And yeah, it's that.
Well, that's a very exciting time for you, Pedro. And then on top of that, you're launching your project at that time, or you're launching your platform at that time. Is that correct? Can you just say more
The
about that?
platform will launch 8 hours after, when we will launch at the same time the pool on PancakeSwap. And if
Okay.
NullSwap is ready, we will launch a pool in NullSwap.
Okay, fantastic. Yes. Yeah, okay. So you're launching a pool on PancakeSwap, and if NullSwap is here, on NullSwap as well. So very good. And for those who may not be familiar with an IDO, can you describe what an IDO is, please?
Basically, an IDO allows everyone to invest in a project that they believe, and they invest a certain amount of money when in the early stages of the project, and they can after sell it when the project starts making money or grows, basically.
Now, by investing, they put in money and then receive tokens? Do they purchase tokens? Like, can you talk more
Yes,
about?
they are purchasing tokens that they can
Yeah.
after sell it.
Yeah, purchasing tokens. So one thing that's different, I want to distinguish for everybody is that when you stake in a project on our SCO platform, you are truly staking your nulls in that project. So you can pull your nulls out at any moment in time. Whereas with the IDO, you are investing in the project. So you are exchanging your tokens, your money, your cryptocurrency for Nifty Fuse's tokens. So that's the difference there. It's very exciting, Pedro. How do you feel? I would be a little nervous, like just because like this is a big event and it's very
Yes.
exciting for you.
These
So-
weeks will be a little bit stressful, but yeah, I think we will come
so.
out good.
Yeah, I think so. So November 22 is coming up. It seems to be the one thing that we can that's guaranteed in this world is that time passes. So
Yeah.
let me just take a look on my calendar here. So November 22 is 2 weeks from now. Okay.
Yeah.
So Pedro, I will definitely post a reminder in Crypto Corner next week, and then feel free to join Crypto Corner next week just to remind people if you like, and also join us on the 22nd and talk for a few minutes about this
On
monumental
22nd,
event for you.
yeah, on 22nd, I may be a little occupied with the platform, but yeah, if I have time, I will
Be a little
come
busy.
here.
Yes. Yes, you might be too busy to talk. And
Yeah, if
and
it is
maybe
successful,
too,
I will
yes.
have time.
Okay, well, too busy and yeah, and who knows, you may have been awake for 24 hours by then or something too. All right, well, that's very exciting, Pedro, and may the force be with you.
Thank you, and
Okay,
good
thank you.
night,
Okay,
and
and
good luck
thanks
to
for
Einstein project.
yes, thank you. Yeah.
Hello, thank you.
Okay. All right, John and Mike, I also want to remind you that if at any moment in time, if you have something that you wish to announce or talk to people about or invite people to, Crypto Corner is a great place for you to come and make that announcement.
All right.
And also, I want to remind you, and then also at the same time convey it to our Nulls community. We have a really great internal Telegram chat called the Commission SCO. And this is the opportunity for Null's SCO projects to get together and talk about project stuff and also create partnerships and so I don't know how much John, you and Mike have participated in the Commission SCO, and I invite you to just jump in because you will also find discussions all around uh, investment opportunities and how to create more value for your token and partnerships that benefit you. So I feel that this was created, by the way, by Michael at Crypto Corner, the Commission SCO, and I think it is one of the key values of being a project on the Nulls SCO platform. So I invite you to check it out. And I'd
All right.
also so I just wanted to put that pitch in there so people know what's going on behind the scenes. Mike and John, that really wraps up what I wanted to ask you about EinsteinToken. What would you like to say about this project? What would you like to say to wrap things up here?
All right. Before my founders speak, I really want to appreciate everyone who took out time to be here today. And I just want to assure you guys that EinsteinToken is a great token uh, with dumbfounding ideas behind it. And together, I mean, together, we can achieve a greater height if we work as team, as community members, as investors, as shareholders into the project, and we will make highs. We'll make great achievements out of the project. Thank you, everyone, once again. I just believe there is a future for us. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, guys.
thank you.
You are very, very interesting. Thank you for your project.
Yes, thank you. And I do want to stress that even though I have a great deal of enthusiasm for EinsteinToken, I admire all of our projects. So please take every nulls that you have and invest in and stake in these projects. All the projects are just fantastic, as in my humble opinion. And so I just wanted to say that as a means of making sure that you know that I'm enthusiastic about EinsteinToken, and I am very enthusiastic about all the projects that we support. And I see that Pedro has posted a meme about taking off, so that's pretty fantastic. And I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to join us today. And I've looked in the chat, but I don't see any questions that are posted right now. This would be the time to post these questions, you guys, before we wrap up Crypto Corner. Just give us a second and let's see. One question for Einstein is coming up. So let's see what this question is. By the way, I love the name EinsteinToken. One question for Einstein. Let's just see what this is from someone whose name I will not pronounce. How are you currently tied to the scientific community?
We are scientists. Like
That's a good way to be tied.
Like I said before now, I'm an industrial chemist by profession, and I am a scientist. You are a scientist. Every one of us is a scientist, so long as we've got time to. We actually practice the scientific theory, practical within ourselves, even without us knowing.
Okay. And also a comment here. Can you link some publications that you've made? So, and it's possible that you don't have publications. Many scientists are in the process of creating a publication, but don't have one yet.
Yeah, yes. Actually, for me, I'm in the line of having the publications out, and I've got people who are in line guiding me through, like some of my lecturers back then in school and all of that. So that's how. Very soon I'll have one. Very soon I'll have one tied to my name.
Okay, well, congratulations on that. And further to that is a request for a link to any public scientific profile profile. Do you have
Hello,
a
hello,
profile
Kat.
on LinkedIn? Or?
Yeah, hello, Kat. Can I answer that?
Please do.
Okay. As regards, and thank you for that question. It's actually a really good question. As regards to ties to scientific publication, like for me currently, I'm doing my master's degree program. I'm currently doing my PhD, and we've written a lot of papers on especially on nanotechnology. But as regards to ties, that's where the ESN will come in, Esteem Social Network, whereby we'll connect, because right now I'm in talks with different lecturers all over the world to see if they can put their publications on ESN. You know, we have a scientific community like, I don't know, like ResearchGate. ResearchGate, for instance, is a scientific community where all scientific lecturers, they come together, they put their research publication. We are going to do that on the Einstein social network. And also, Einstein social network will run strictly on blockchain. So once it runs on blockchain, it simply implies that people will submit their papers there, they'll pay a fee with our token. They'll pay a fee with our token to get their paper um, publicized. So we, as Aston token, our major aim is to have that EXN, and the major aim of the EXN is to gather scientific investors, scientific lecturers all over the globe to publicize their work, to accept publication in the future.
Okay, can you just recap that a little bit because I missed a few points there. How
Okay.
about publications? Will you be posting publications in the future of
Yes.
scientists who join the ESN?
Yes. In the future, scientists all over the world will publicize, will give them a platform on our network. You know, the network is not just for scientific people coming together, it's also in a place for knowledge sharing and interaction. So there will be a platform inside the AXN where scientists can publicize their work. All work will be stored. Will store publications via blockchain technology, and in turn, it's going to boost exchange token.
Okay, and
Yeah.
thank you for that. And Felipe, you asked a question here, but I'm not clear I understand the question. So I'm wondering if you could either speak the question, Felipe, or just retype it in. The way your question is written, it says, you will somehow change the way tokens can be transferred or sold. What do you mean by that question, Felipe? Okay, so I'm just going to ask the second question that Felipe asked because I don't, that one I understand. Your, what is the current roadmap, or because it looks like the old one is a little out of date. And I did notice on your, as either your website or your white paper, your current roadmap, I think, ends in the summer or the fall of 2021. Do
Yeah.
you, can you speak
Okay.
to that, please?
Yes. Yes. And Felipe, thank you for that question. Actually, we've as apart from this crypto corner, we've talked about it, and I actually told him about our IT guys. We're going to update it. We're going to update it to the current trend. So forgive me for that. It's from our own part, we've not really updated it. We're going to update it to the current trend. You know, we've discussed
Okay.
it before, and we're going to update it. Update it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And I want to thank Mike and John for joining today. And it's 2 minutes to the hour. So, Mike and John, do you want to say anything to wrap us up?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Like I said before, now it's really a great pleasure and a great opportunity to be here. And apart from speaking, I've learned so much from the conversation, and I really appreciate the privilege given.
Okay. Thank you, Mike,
Okay, it's not
founder
my
of
dog.
Einstein. And thank you, John, and thank you for your stand for planet Earth and the occupants of planet Earth. Thank you. And Alex of 8-Bit, what would you like to say to wrap us up? And
Uh,
thank you,
but,
Alex, for coming on board today.
oh,
And
nothing.
thank you for your fabulous project. And I believe we may have heard your dog in the background.
No, no, it wasn't my dog. I
Wasn't your dog?
turned on,
Okay.
I turned on micro and wanted to say that it's not my dog.
Oh, not
Um,
your dog.
yeah, I want to say thanks to all of our guests today and listeners. It's as I see, it was 26 participants. It's a very big recording today. I'd like to hear you, everyone. And we heard today nice questions, nice answers. It's very good for us. And guys, I think you have nice project. Just solve a few mistakes in roadmap and tokenomic in my mind, and everything will be good and perfect for you, for us, for HTO platform participants. And I will glad to hear you next Monday as listeners and as guests in next Crypto Corner. Love you all.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. And thank you for a great project. I encourage everybody to stake in our SEO projects. If you have 50 nulls or 100 nulls or 200 nulls, stake. If you have more nulls, stake those. Stake in as many projects as you can. We live in exciting times. Thank you, Einstein. Thank you, 8-Bit. Thank you, Nifty Fuse. And thank everybody for joining and making Crypto Corner a reality. Please make
Thank
sure
you.
that
Thank
you
you.
take a screenshot of your participation in the voice chat, and then you can send it to me as a private message along with your account. Uh, and you know what I will do. I will drop some nulls into your account. Um, Thank you so much for your commitment to blockchain and your interest in these wonderful projects that Nulls has the opportunity and the privilege to be able to host on our SCO platform. Thanks again. And with that, I declare Crypto Corner complete. Thank you. I'll leave this open for a few minutes so that you can take a screenshot of your ID. And I look forward to hearing from everybody who joined this call so that I can um, give them some nulls. And always let me know what your thoughts are about Crypto Corner and what you'd like to hear. And thank you again. Thanks again, Mike and
Thank you,
John.
Katie. Katie, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex, and the proud human of a Malamute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I will take my Malamute and go to sleep.
Well, yes, and dogs are always welcome to bark on Crypto Corner.
Yes, sure. Okay, good night, everyone.
Okay. Good night, Alex.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Pedro, thanks again for coming on and sharing what you're up to with Nifty Fuse, and good luck again on November 22nd. Ryan Loco, good to see you. Send me a screenshot of you on inside this crypto, inside this voice chat display. I'll post my ID after I close the voice chat. GR, always good to see you. NMCJ, thank you for joining. IBO, great to see you. Zaytoy, thank you for joining. AYHN, good to see you. Felipe, thanks for your question. Francisco, all right, well, I look forward to seeing you, seeing your voice, your DM to me. And wow. Bitcoin student, I have never seen you before. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I will post my Telegram address. Please take a screenshot of yourself in this voice chat. I need to turn off the recording.